Darkness and light, chaos and order. These dualisms are one and the same. Darkness is the embodiment of chaos. Where there are no rules reigns mayhem, violence, and destruction. Only the powerful and strong survive. Light embodies order. Laws and protectors of the weak maintain civility and peace. Food and shelter become a worry of the past. There is no doubt the latter is preferable. Should the darkness be completely wiped out, is not a world of order, peace, and civility be preferable over one that is unpredictable, dangerous, and uncontrollable? In a world governed by law, order, and peace, in its midst brews a hungry, brooding force, itching to tear it all down. The temporary peace that people knew would be a fleeting memory, as they are ushered to a period of fear and death. And yet, this adversary is a hero of freedom, a hero of the beauty of chaos, a hero of the human spirit. This is Tales of Berseria. Order and chaos do not equal good and bad. Chaos takes a number of forms. Often in stories, chaos is depicted at the extremes. Chaos can look like a robbery or a car accident, but at more subtle degrees, can also look like something as simple as skipping class or littering. To this extent, one would think chaos is a lack of rules or breaking established rules, but it can go even subtler. For example, chaos at its weakest can look like ignoring a text, eating junk food, or crying during a sad movie. To simplify these settings, ignoring a text is apathetic, eating junk food is an unhealthy desire, and crying is uncontrollable. None of these things have to do with rules or anything malicious, but they do deal with apathy, desires, or uncontrollability, all of which are chaotic to a tiny degree. Their order counterparts are simply the opposite. Eating healthy, answering a text, and not crying. Eating healthier allows the body to function better. Answering a text is the expected response when communicating, and not needing to cry means a level of control over one's emotions. If you've played Tales of Berseria, you know where I'm going with this. Order, like chaos, takes many forms, with their more subtle examples already explained. Laws that maintain peace and civility are a slightly stronger version of order. It's when we get to order at its extreme that we see its more nefarious side. Order at its extremes is a lack of freedom, emotionlessness, and a constant policing. Think George Orwell's 1984 as this example of a perfectly orderly world. And then we come to Tales of Berseria. Tales of Berseria follows Velvet Crow, who lives a peaceful life in a village with her ailing brother, Laphicet. The two of them were raised by Artorius, their brother-in-law. A known plague called Demon Blight, which turns people into demons, reaches Velvet's village, killing nearly everyone. Running to Artorius for help, Velvet finds him with Laphicet. Artorius, however, kills Laphicet, throwing his body into a pit for a sacrificial ritual, claiming this will save the world from Demon Blight. Velvet is knocked unconscious, having turned into a demon herself. She wakes up in a jail pit where other demons are thrown in. Velvet fights and eats other demons to survive. 3 years pass as Velvet's hate for Artorius grows and her desire for revenge over Laphicet's death intensifies. Eventually, a Moloch breaks her out of the pit. Velvet learns that Artorius has become a symbol of peace and is part of a government called the Abbey, which is full of exorcists that help protected citizens from demons. Velvet, seeing no justification for her little brother's sacrifice, sets out to kill Artorius. Later in the game, we learn about the Abbey's twisted way of maintaining peace. Doctrines are crafted to justify the enslavement of Malachim, and Demon Blight is kept in check at the cost of imprisoning, manipulating, and transforming women and children. They later go as far as erasing the emotions of their citizens to get rid of suffering in the world. The Abbey and Artorius' twisted view of peace means complete control over their citizens. No chaos, only complete control. Enter Velvet and her crew. Velvet's party is so full of chaotic forces that it's a miracle they hold together. Velvet is a demon hell-bent on killing the strongest man in the Abbey at any cost, which includes killing people in her way. Rokuro is a demon whose personality switches from playful and talkative to cold and vicious when it involves his brother, whom he's trying to kill. Magilu is a witch that finds the wildness of the group fun. Aizen is a pirate inflicted with a curse that actively brings bad luck to those around him. And as a pirate, he's associated with those that steal and pillage for their own gains. Laffy was an emotionless Moloch slave for the Abbey that listened to whatever order he was told until Velvet's group kidnapped him. He's also a child. Eleanor was an exorcist for the Abbey until she became a hostage. She despises demons and for a time tried to take apart the team from the inside. She's also way too honest for her own good and best girl. Demons, a witch, a pirate, a child, an exorcist. This band of misfits looks like anything but orderly, which I believe was done very intentionally. What Tales of Berseria seems to have been building from the start of the game is this clash between order and chaos. And while it's easy to see the utility of order to maintain peace and civility through laws and rules, it's displayed through Velvet's individual party members that we see the importance and beauty of chaos. Velvet teaches Laffy that feeling pain is proof he is alive, and that it's okay to feel emotions like sadness or anger because it's proof he cares and is real and present. Aizen and Rokuro also teach him independence. He doesn't always have to follow orders and rules. He can make his own choices if he thinks the alternative is wrong. Aizen learns to live with himself and his curse. Ifrid, Aizen's close friend, showed him the curse was simply a part of Aizen, and that it made sure life was never dull. Magilu learns that the academic life isn't for her, and that she revels in living in the moment. She recognizes how ephemeral life is, and how important it is to have fun. Eleanor learns that nothing is black and white, despite being taught for the longest time that Molochs were simply tools, and despite having her family killed by demons, she learns that Molochs and demons alike can feel emotions, that they are also capable of things like empathy, respect, and laughter. Velvet, the character hurting the most throughout the story, is brought back from the brink of despair by Laffy. In her lowest moment, he tells Velvet that she doesn't have to deserve to live, that even if she's made horrible decisions and mistakes, she's done some incredible good, such as giving Laffy a purpose and will to be alive. There was good in Velvet. She cared for people, and people cared for her. And even if she couldn't see it, others could. The ability to feel emotions, make mistakes, to laugh from joy and cry in anger, it's all part of what it means to be alive. Just as there is good in order, there is good in chaos. The push and pull of these two forces are a balance of darkness and light. And it's through the adventures with Velvet and her friends that we see them fight to make mistakes, to cherish memories, to find companions, to share in hurts and joy with laughs. They fight for what it truly means to be alive. This is Tales of Berseria. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I put a lot of time and effort into this, and I've been wanting to make a video like this for the longest time. Leave a like, subscribe and all that if you want more stuff like this, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Kang signing out. Have a good one, guys.